So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Ashton Cirillo, Kharkiv, Ukraine, May 7th, 2022. I'm here in front of the Money Team store, led by Las Vegas native and iconic boxer, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, your store is closed down. Do us a favor, speak out against Russia so you can start making money again. Sarah Ashton Cirillo, Kharkiv, Ukraine. More to come.
So as you were able to hear, the person in the video stated that, Floyd's store that is located over there is clearly closed at this moment in time. And that if he wants to, keep making money from the store, that, hey, you need to speak out and stand up for us so that these doors can open directly back up. The main reason why this individual here wants Floyd to speak is due to the fact, not even because of the store, is due to the fact that they understand that Floyd has a very large following and it's world reaching. So they want Floyd to get involved and to mention certain things just to publicize, right? And to gain some type of traction, right? So then by way of Floyd doing it, then they'll be like, oh, well, we got, Floyd to sit up here and speak and to sit up here and do it. Then they're going to start going to other celebrities like, oh, how come other celebrities and other athletes won't sit up here and show support and all this other type of stuff? Look what Floyd did, and he's one of the biggest, and yada, 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 yada. Right? It's going to become like a never ending cycle in a circle. And the craziest thing about it is the fact that Floyd has a estimated worth of $1 billion+ due to the fights that he's done, and also the very great financial investments that he has also made as well with his money over time that has brought more money back than what he originally invested. So, like I said before, Floyd doesn't have to respond. If Floyd really wants to, he's like, all right, well, that's cool. Let me get my guys there, and we're just going to pull all of our stuff directly out of there, and then we're going to put that store somewhere else. That's literally, that's exactly what he could sit up there and do. That's what I would sit up here and do, because you're not going to sit up there and pressure me, right, to sit up there and say something because of whatnot or whatever, or because of a certain way that you feel. And then you're trying to say, hey, these doors are in a sense just going to be closed up until you say something. You're not, like, whatever you're stating right now means nothing to a person who has hundreds of millions of dollars. That little store did not make him or put him to the network that he is at this moment in time. More than likely, he's probably not even really getting that much from that store, just to be honest. Just going to be honest, probably really not even getting that much from that store. That store is not pulling in hundreds of millions of dollars, not pulling in $50 million, not pulling in $200 million. Like I said before, Floyd, if he wanted to, he could let all the stuff in that store just go and not even worry about ever coming back there ever again. Because Floyd is going to be Floyd, and Floyd is going to have money regardless on if that store is up or if that store is not. And at the end of the day, the reason why Floyd isn't going to say anything is because he's making money moves. He knows that if he speaks on certain things, that other people are going to feel a certain type of way. So the best way for him to keep the money that he has and to keep making even more money on top of that is to basically stay neutral. To give a very neutral statement about it and to keep it moving that way. Because at the end of the day, all of these people are worried about their problems and their situations. And none of these people who are worried about their problems and their situations, none of them realistically care about Floyd. They didn't care about Floyd when he just started off boxing. They didn't care about Floyd when people always want to throw all of this type of hate and all this other type of nonsense towards him, whenever a boxing match starts, because 9 times out of 10, usually people are against Floyd. People always sit up there and bet against Floyd, and Floyd always ends up winning. So then from that, he gains even more haters because whenever Floyd boxes, at the end of the day, people want to see him lose just so they can sit up there and say, aha, you lost. You're not the champ no more. You're not number one no more. You're tired. You're washed up. Da da da. That's what all of these losers are waiting for. They can state stuff about his personality. They can state stuff about how he's flashing, all this other type of stuff. But at the end of the day, these are people who are commenting negatively on Floyd. A lot of these people don't really, in a sense, got anything for themselves. Because if they actually had stuff and built stuff for themselves, they wouldn't be so focused and jealous on what it is and how it is Floyd is sitting up there doing the stuff that he's doing at the end of the day. Knowing the fact that Floyd has sacrificed his life in order to get the money that he's got, and he left out of this game on his own accord, and he left out of this game with all of his faculties. That's another thing that people are basically angry about as well, because ain't nobody trying to have the amount of money that Floyd has, and you gave the amount of sacrifice that you got, and then you're going through Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever it is at an early age because of all of the hits that you've taken to your brain. Nobody's trying to do that. Floyd wasn't trying to do that. So this is why I tell people yet again, regardless of whatever people have to say, regardless of however you dislike them or not, this is one of the smartest men in boxing when it comes to the way that he treated his body, and on top of that, the way that he sat up there and made his money. So like I said, at the end of the day, Floyd don't need to sit up there and say anything about this situation at all, because the same people wanting him to speak were never sitting up there speaking, uplifting, and supporting him when he was coming up or starting his career.